Right, quick disclaimer. I haven't played against any other people with Subzero yet. The video is just me putting my lab findings in a shareable format, and the contents of which are what I'll be implementing personally in my matches. Another note is there may still be tech out there that I've not discovered, and thus won't be in the video. That being said, the main topic here will be Motaro low shots. I've seen Foxy on Twitter basically say people aren't playing Subzero lame enough, and you'd think that plus 13 off of an overhead or a low is not very spammy or lame. However, I assure you it just makes it even more effective. First of all, I'll list the answers to this situation. There is a gap after back 2 and back 3 big enough to down 1 and armor out of. This isn't without risk though, as Subzero can cancel into EX clone instead, which is still plus even after Johnny's armor. As shown in the slow-mo here, Subzero is able to jump before Johnny is. Now that the opponent has reasons to continue blocking because of the threat of EX clone, let's give them a reason why you'd want to armor out. Obviously plus 13 is a lot, and with Subzero's forward 1 being 15 frame startup, after the low shot is blocked it leaves him so plus that it essentially comes out in 2 frames. If the opponent remains blocking the entire time, they can be subject to 70 damage on block, leaving him at -7 for finishing the full forward 1 string. Obviously, the situation Subzero is left in after the end of the forward 1 string leaves much to be desired, but that is the outcome the opponent would be looking for. You can mix it up and keep them waiting for the end of the string by staggering or going for a throw after any low shot is blocked to send them back full screen. A note about the throw option after a blocked low shot. Although there on paper wouldn't be a gap with throws having 10 frames startup, the pushback means you need to walk forward in order to land the throw, which leaves a gap that can be armored out of. You are however still safe from mashers. If a throw is expected during block pressure and the opponent gets hit by forward 1-2, you can hit confirm a second hit of the string into deadly vapors for full combo. An additional use for low shot is mid-screen. If your opponent is expecting a slide, you can use low shot, and at mid-screen can leave you at an average of plus 20, and at certain ranges gives you a guaranteed clone charge. Right, now at face value, the reward on hit doesn't seem to be as strong as the mix-ups on block, as all it does is knockdown. But what it does is return you to neutral, which may drive the opponent into making more impatient mistakes as they keep trying to get in, only to be hit by clone charge on a bad approach and frozen by ice clones on a bad jump. Those are the strategies with low shot that I have thought of for now. Obviously there are 3 more moves Motaro offers, which I will briefly speak about 2 of them. First of all, is Motaro's recently buffed tool in his teleport. This being an ambush means of getting back full screen when given the opportunity is incredibly powerful. It can even be called at the end of his forward 1 string, or even the second hit to safely escape the corner. What I believe is the literal only downside to this move is the cameo meter recharges much slower upon use, until he is fully charged. So if this is the second move you have used with Motaro, his recharge rate will be much slower for a considerable amount of time, which will affect your use of his other moves. The last thing I will be talking about is his reflect. With its very fast startup, it is the only other reason you wouldn't throw a projectile, the other reason being EX Ice Ball. This complements Subzero's slower projectiles nicely, and depending on what is reflected, you can combo into either Ice Ball or Slide. That is everything I will be covering in this video. One super quick note about Motaro turret is due to the cost of the entire cameo meter and the slower recharge rate, I believe it offers nothing to Subzero apart from the potential of game-ending chip damage. I would like to reiterate that I, quite literally, haven't used this character against anyone. I just had a spontaneous want to make a video about what Motaro could offer Sub. I will be playing Subzero from time to time as of this video. Discovering some of the smaller details in this team's potential game plan has been quite fun for me. thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, even the slightest thing. It means I did an alright job, and I wish you well.